First you draw a circle, then you dot the I's. Add a great big smile. Presto, you've got Kirby. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Red X Rain coming at you with my very first ever Let's Play. I chose Kirby's Adventure for the NES. No real reason in particular, I suppose, other than I want to start with a game that I knew well, a game that I've played plenty of times, and oddly enough, and you might say it's an odd choice, but it's the first game that honestly came to mind. I remember getting it either either Christmas or my birthday. I have a birthday near Christmas, so it's really hard for me to keep track of that. But in any case, I got this game during the holiday season. Oh shit. Well, I didn't mean to destroy him. I wanted to keep the fire. But yeah, no, I got this game, and I remember playing all the time when I was a kid, and many subsequent times after. I don't know, I just never get tired of it. Got my fire. It's a classic, sort of the first quote-unquote real Kirby game. And I always say that because, he had his first game, Kirby's Dream Land, came out also in 93. No, 92. It was middle of 92. This came out in sometime in 93, so it wasn't, that far apart, less than a year, I'd say. But Kirby, I love this. This is one of the, I love the little mini games you get to play. Try to get this guy. That's probably too far to the right. Let's see. Cross our fingers. Maybe. Okay. Alright. Try it again. Silence. That's probably too far to the left now. Maybe I'll make it. Yes! Sweet. Alright. Yeah, no, I think that these little mini games that sort of appear between levels, well, not all of them, they sort of appear on the stage, are pretty cool. Can't think of any other games, at the time at least, that did that. I'd love to be corrected. Or maybe not. But anyway, come on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Kirby was just such a... Jesus, come on. Are you serious? Alright. What made Kirby different? First of all, he looked a little different. He was, it was for the Game Boy Color. Oh, an important thing here to note. I'm going to destroy these guys, but I'm going to ditch my power for a second and swallow it. Just so this is a faster fight, seems. Hit him. Oh! Takes out half his energy just to have that ready. And all you gotta do is be ready and spit it back out. Easy fight. Totally easy. But yeah, he was totally white at the time. And now, it was Game Boy... Not Game Boy Color. Of course, Game Boy Color hadn't come out by 93. It was just regular Game Boy, so... they just, kept him white. there wasn't many colors to choose from anyway. But originally they were choosing whether they would make Kirby pink or yellow, and I guess they had time to decide because, color didn't really show up on Game Boy anyway. Well, now I can't get to that, can I? I'll come to it later. I'll be alright. But so yeah, they couldn't decide, but it didn't really matter. If he was going to be any other color, he'd be gray or black, and that'd probably just make him hard to show up, with his eyes and stuff. So they decided to keep him white, and that's how he actually appeared on the box too for the game. But yeah, he looked different, but also he didn't have. When you think of who Kirby is as a character, you think of him as a little puffball, but also his ability to swallow and then copy his enemy's abilities. He couldn't do that in the original game. He just sort of, he could do this little air puff, or he could swallow enemies, but then he would only spit them back out as stars. So really, that's why I say I got a little sidetracked. It was a little long of the story, but this is why, I consider this sort of like the first quote-unquote real Kirby, or at least Kirby as we know him and love him, game. This is an awesome... Oh, great. Well, wonderful. That was a short-lived but awesome power. This is a terror. I hate Spark. I hate that shit. Get back to the fire. So, there was that, and also, that other game was really short. Didn't have save feature or anything, so, this was a massive improvement. Oh, I don't know what it is. I have almost any game, I'm terrible at being underwater. Like, underwater levels, or even little things like this. I don't know. Mario games, Kirby games, anything. I hate water. Of course, now I made it without getting hit, now that I have all the energy to spare in the world. Oh well. Best to get those kinks out in the first world, I guess, and then just kick ass the rest of the time, right? So yeah, what are we gonna do here? So yeah, Kirby has an interesting sort of history, I guess. I can't really think of any characters that, before I go in there, let's just check out this one little part of every level. They're called museums. They always have like a stock character. I have fire already, and I don't want to lose it, but I could have swallowed him and taken sword. Would have had that. Or you just pop him, like I did. But here's a great reason to have fire when you enter this level, because this is a quick battle. Doesn't really have a chance to even attack. Take him out real quick. But yeah, like I was saying, I can't really think of any character that started on Game Boy, and would go on to be a popular, major franchise character. Kirby's one of the tops. He's up there with Mario and Link and Samus and stuff. I know those characters had, successful games on the Game Boy, but who really started off on Game Boy? I can't think of anybody other than Kirby. Here we're gonna see Meta Knight. That's also the first appearance of Meta Knight. He wasn't in the original game, so just another sort of setup that established a lot of norms in the franchise. I guess you get characters that you would see throughout the rest of Kirby's history. And one of those characters is coming up right now. He's our first boss fight, Wispy Woods. And this is, you definitely want to have fire for this one. Because it's, Wispy Woods is never really that hard, but here, just, belt into him, and a lot like the Walrus, Wally the Walrus, I think? He didn't even get a chance to attack, and he's dead. So, and that's our first world done. Did that in under 9 minutes. Awesome. So we move on to Ice Cream Island. Well, that being said, it's probably going to take another 9 or 10 minutes to do this one, so I'm going to sign off for now. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play Kirby's Adventure.